Welcome back to Derail Valley, episode 2. So the developers have given us some exciting news on a soon to be released update. It's got some pretty good features in it. But before we get into that, we will go and accept a job. So I'll probably just do a shunting mission for this one, as we did get our shunting license last time. That's not shunting. So what have we got? 3 cars. 12 minutes, so yeah, short one. Probably do that one. Another one. So that one's actually more money. And yeah, we'll probably give that one a crack. So stick that in the job validator. Have a little look at what it is. So, couple the cars, unload the cargo, and uncouple the cars. That's it. Super easy. So where are we heading? To Delta 5 India. Done. And while I do this, we will, talk about the exciting new update coming. Back in October, we hinted at some of our plans for the update. Today we want to share those plans with you in greater detail. For many months, we've been working on lots of big and essential features with the primary goal of fortifying Derail Valley as a well-rounded train simulator product. Without going into too much detail, these are the main changes you can expect in the update. Simulation of the steam engine and diesel electrics will be completely remade, with further emphasis on realism and detail, as well as fully finished controls and manuals. The locomotives will now be complete. There will be very few visual changes and more in how the locos behave, with actual amperage, traction motors, cylinder cocks and other specifics. We'll go into more detail when the update is close to release. Driving the trains in Derail Valley will remain accessible and fun in our standard fashion, but will also be much closer to how the real trains work. So in the first little clip you can see that we now have a RPM gauge, and we also have our amp meter. So the other gauges currently look the same. I don't know if they're all going to be simulated to work, but I guess later on we will probably get more information on all that. In the second clip, we will see he's just driving along. If you take notice of his temperature gauge, he is literally redlining it, and the end result is the engine exploding. So it's good that you actually have engine failures, or any failures at that. It will certainly make you more conscious of what you're doing rather than just, going full swing into it all. So look forward to that for sure. While working on the sim revamp, we're also laying the groundwork for adding more locomotive types to the game in the future, such as pure electrics and diesel. For Simulator, we're creating the new simulation platform in such a way that no coding is required to create a new locomotive. While still complex in use, the new platform will greatly increase the output at which both us developers and eventually the modding community can churn out new locos to the game of virtually any kind. Train mod support and the new Loco Types won't be part of the simulator update on release day, but they're actively being worked on as part of the sim revamp as we speak. Also good that the modders will now receive tools to create new locomotives, because if you go on things like Nexus mods, all you will really see is reskins and save files, which is quite boring. So also looking forward to that, because modders always add so much more to games. Day and night cycle and dynamic weather. As an addition to its beautiful natural landscapes, Derail Valley will receive a seamless cycling of day and night, as well as dynamic weather conditions. This will include clear, cloudy, foggy and rainy conditions that will all spontaneously morph into one another. The locomotives will, of course, feature wipers and proper headlights to accompany the addition, and the rain will affect traction quality. While not set in stone, The frequency of day-night cycle and weather changes will probably be set to a certain rate of 24 hours in-game will equate to 1 hour real-time and will be completely adjustable in free roam mode. Players will be able to interact with beds in order to sleep and pass time. The concept of time passing be further incorporated into gameplay later on, although this remains to be seen. So first picture, we have a nice sunset with some nice fluffy little clouds in the sky, so it certainly does look quite good. Next picture, we will see some fog, so 100% that's going to add a lot of challenge. I do hope they add a fog slider as well, so you can have just, thin fog or out of control crazy fog. And the final picture will be at nighttime. You've got the stars in the sky, and the locomotive actually has working lights, so super pumped for that one. Main menu and save manager. Perhaps one of the most critical improvements in Simulator will be the complete GUI revamp. Starting Derail Valley won't throw you directly into the gameplay anymore. Rather, a proper main menu that welcomes you first will finally be in place, where you'll be able to select the user, load and save your progress, start a new game, and do other usual game actions that have been lacking in Derail Valley for so long. The reason this comes this late is that it is much harder to pull off than it may seem. The game couldn't be made restartable without some bigger changes that we've been working on, which is a prerequisite for lots of related features. The new interface is made flexible in such a way that over time we can easily add new settings, such as skip tutorial button when you start a new career mode, and alike. The new GUI is also fully consolidated between PC and VR, which wasn't the case previously, making it easier to maintain it on both platforms. So first clip, you got a actual start menu now, where you can either go into free roam or career and create your own profile. So hopefully we can have multiple profiles. That's another thing that people have been screaming out for. It's currently, if you want to have two different games, you have to know how to copy and paste your current save file. Sandbox and free roam mode, welcomed by many players, will be the new free roam mode. It will let you play without worrying about fees, licenses or earning money. You'll be able to pick up your own scenario parameters, such as starting location, destination, time of day, weather condition and train, and just do whatever you want without consequences. Only the base locomotives of each kind will be available on fresh start in free roam. You'll need to unlock the higher classes by buying the license for them in career mode first. Of course, the players who insist on having everything unlocked right from the start will still have the option to ask someone for a save file with everything unlocked. You'll be able to design your own consist for use in scenarios and share both consist and scenario with other players. In free roam, jobs, trains and locomotives will still spawn in the world as they do in career mode. You'll be able to complete these jobs but without any monetary rewards nor penalties. Localization, we're making Derail Valley multilingual, which should increase the game's reach in many countries around the world. Currently we're aiming for German, Russian, Dutch, Japanese, French and Siberian languages, and will likely also include Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, Chinese, Korean and Polish. If there's demand for these or more languages, please let us know. Your input means a lot. We've been preparing a lot of the game's string database, GUI and booklets for localizing, and the only things that will remain universal in Latin script will be the IDs and logos, tracks, locations, jobs and licenses. In the meantime, we expect to have Derail Valley Simulator ready for release sometime by the end of this year. These are not set in stone, however, as there's still a bunch of work to be done and things could be pushed further. When we're ready to fully reveal the update, we'll do an in-depth series going in detail about each of the new features like we did with Overhauled. Until then, we're looking to release 2 to 4 small updates, similar in scope to build 89 to 91, which 2 were worked on during the ongoing development of Simulator. Small updates will be focused mainly on bug fixes and small improvements, but with each also having a prominent new feature. So the clip here shows that there is another failure. It's probably something to do with the drivetrain, pun intended. So it's good that there's going to be multiple ways that your locomotive could fail on you. Price increase. With the release of Simulator, we're increasing the price of Derail Valley from $19.99 to $35.99. This increase has been long planned and announced, and despite staying in early access, we feel that at this point it is worth the new price. Of course, the increase will not affect those who bought the game prior to the price increase. Beyond Simulator, we plan to focus on adding a lot of new content to Derail Valley and making the late game gameplay more strategic and goal driven. That too is heavily under development, and we'll probably discuss it more next year. And we're just about done, but yeah, the changes certainly do look exciting. Definitely looking forward to the more realistic aspects for the locomotives, and 100% the day-night cycle as well, especially the weather, like, you know, rain affecting your traction and all that. For some of the mountains that you have to go up and down, it's 100% going to add so much more to the game. I'm not too concerned about the price increase, not because I already own the game, but I 100% think the game's worth quite a bit at the moment anyway, because they do a pretty fine job. But yeah, is that done. Hopefully I am in there enough. So I do need my booklet though. And where are you? There you are. So unfortunately I didn't read anything about the inventory update, but yeah, I'm sure that's something that they are actually working on. And job completed. Oh, I got the bonus with 1 minute to spare. So not too bad. 7k. All good. Chuck you away. Take my money. So what have I got? 14. Yeah, I'll do my fees. So what do I owe at the moment? 900. And can I get any licenses? Do I want train length 1? Yeah, I think I do. Yoink. Oh, go away. Oh, removes re-rail discount. Oh well, it'll be worth it. Cool. Well, that's that done. Thank you again for watching. I'm almost broke again. But yeah, next one... What jobs is there actually? Still can't do... I'll just chuck all you guys in the bin. Go away. Yeah, you can go away. Cannot do you guys. Not wanted. So what we got? Long one to Harbour Town. Yeah, small one to Harbour Town. Shunting. Where you? Long one to Harbour Town. So 7,000. Train length 144 with 440 ton. Might do that one. Harbour Town does have a... Zoom in. There we go. So yeah, Harbour Town does have a bit of a incline to traverse, especially going out is worse than going in. So yeah, I think that'll be the one to do. Where are you? That one. But until then, I will see you next time. Peace.